going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. This is Potty Sports, your spot for uncensored and unfiltered sports opinions. Today, we're coming with Zoomin with the Boys, episode 5, another NBA recap of the NBA playoffs. It's heating up. We got fans in the stands, and it's going fucking crazy. We're going to give just a general recap on the fucking circus that's been going on in the playoffs right now. So I think it started with racial shit with Ja Morant. And then,
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so somebody was talking crazy to Ja Morant's family in the stands.
Oh.
I didn't even hear about that either.
Is that what Russ was talking about then? When he's talking about people coming up with their family at the same time as the popcorn shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and somebody came at fucking Russ with racial shit last year too, which was fucked up. We got popcorn on Russ. We got water bottle on Kyrie. Almost water bottle on Kyrie. We got somebody spitting on Trae Young, and we
didn't even know about the spitting.
Yeah, somebody spit on Trae Young. And last but not least, when did the fan run on the court yesterday?
That was last night. Yeah, last night. So that's whatever though. That's kind of that's no harm, no foul there. But
yeah, like you know what you're gonna get when you run on the court. You're getting arrested. Like there's no fucking question about it. You did it to put on a fucking show. You paid your ticket. You did your little show, and you're paying the fucking price for it.
Yep.
I don't really agree with the charging of battery with a dangerous weapon with the whole Kyrie thing. Like, first off, it didn't hit him, and it's a fucking water bottle. It doesn't make it right, but charging the guy with fucking battery with a dangerous weapon is a bit far-fetched. But I mean, what can the league do? I mean, everyone's been out of quarantine. It's been an absolute fucking circus the last week and a half of just fan incidents in these playoff games.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking horned up boys that have been sitting inside for a year straight. Now they're coming in. Their teams are winning, losing, emotions are high, and they're getting a little crazy out there. I think I kind of agree with you there, saying it's a little egregious going for the full charge on him, but I think it's kind of good at kind of using him as an example and saying we're not taking this shit lightly. Quit fucking with us. We're here to entertain you, and let us do our jobs.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you think about all these crazy fucks?
Yeah, man, I fucking agree with you. Like, I don't agree with it at all. Sorry that they're running on the court. They're treating the players like shit. Like, just because you've been in quarantine for whatever, how long, doesn't mean you can just come to the game and all of a sudden fucking act like an idiot. I think it's going to come to a time when, like I said before, it's going to come to a Malice in the Palace part 2, and the players are just going to say fuck it and run up in the stands and start fucking stalking people. And I can't say I really blame them. Fucking getting popcorn thrown at you. The water bottle thing, yeah, I agree. I don't think it should have been charged with a dangerous weapon. It's not really a dangerous weapon. But he could have been banned for like a year or even for life, in my opinion, just to kind of set an example.
So all the fans that had incidents, they're all permanently banned from NBA games, I believe, like good. Lifetime bans, which is good.
Good. The dangerous weapon part, it was a water bottle, right? Like, you're not going to kill anyone or even hurt anyone really with a water bottle, but the permanent ban, I totally agree with.
Yeah, I agree with that too. 3 things are going to happen, and they could all happen, or one of them can happen, or none of them can happen. Somebody's going to come on the court, take it too far, and the players are going to take it upon themselves. I could really see that happening if it keeps happening. Somebody takes it too far on the court, and the police step in, and we get to see a fucking another national shooting on national TV, which would, depending on the situation, be fucking justified, because like these guys are getting paid 20 millions and millions of dollars. They're not there to fucking put up with your circus act. We don't know what your mental background is, whether like you're there to fucking harm people, whether you're there just for your own attention, just to be on fucking TV. We don't know what's up, and we're not going to put the play. I'm not going to watch Kevin Durant fucking lose his life because some fucking crazy cunt comes out with a fucking gun and starts shooting people, especially in the States. Or so I see the police either take matters into their own hands when it happens, or I which I believe is going to happen next year if it keeps up, I see the fucking league blocking off more fucking seats in between the court and the general public in the stands, which like they already do in a lot of arenas because of COVID and shit. But like I can see them blocking off even more just to kind of get more separation between the fans, which is fucked up. People are just kind of ruining our future experiences for ourselves because people don't know how to fucking act. Like I would like to go to an NBA game when shit opens up in my fucking country, or when I'm able to fucking travel. And if I can buy nice seats, I'm gonna buy nice seats. I don't want my experience to be ruined because some fucking idiots run out on the court. So
Yep.
And that's what I think about that.
Could you imagine someone spitting on like DeRozan, Draymond, John Wall, someone who's really about it? Like, you know,
That's what I'm saying, man.
it's not going to go well, man.
One day they're going to spit on the wrong guy, and they're running up in the stands, and they're getting fucking soft, and it's all fair game from there.
Yeah, and like it sucks because that player will end up getting suspended because the league won't want any backlash for that. But at the same time, they're completely justified, even in the public sphere, for doing that.
They probably don't give a fuck about the suspension if they're getting their fucking stock in.
Load management, a little bit of load management.
I was gonna say after we're taking load management anyway, just be a fucking little break for them.
But
we will we'll push the bullshit to the side and we'll get right to the fucking shits.
I just want to add one thing in there just before we move on is nice Matthews jersey there, Jordan.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. Moving on. Let's go.
That's all.
Yikes. All
Get
right.
that fucking Canadian flag into the back.
I'm not even. That's my mom, man. That's my mom.
I just noticed that right after the Matthews comment.
Gotta relive this shit. I shut the game off last night.
But we will move on. We'll dip right into the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia 76ers, Washington Wizards series. Couldn't close out the fucking sweep. It was a close game, but we're going to go right to the 76ers Insider and see what the fuck happened.
Yeah, per my sources there, I got a lot of inside info. So, but I don't know. Eventually we're going to lose the game if we're going all the way. It's not bad to get one out of the way early, and it took Embiid getting hurt, playing 10 minutes, Simmons playing 11 minutes in the first half. Tobias Harris is probably his worst shooting game of the year. And Rui Hachimura having a career game to barely win. I'm not too worried about it. We got 2 more games at Wells Fargo. If it goes the distance, we're going to close out one of them. I think we're just, as of right now, I think it's, 50-50 with Embiid right now. They haven't really released much. They just said he's questionable. They don't know if he's going to be there tomorrow. I hope he is, but if he's not, I hope they're just being extra careful and keeping him healthy. It was honestly one of the most exciting games I watched in the series. I think Washington led for before that game, 70 seconds out of the first 3 games total. Mm-hmm. And last night was pretty back and forth. There was a couple of nice runs by the Sixers at the end there. And all credit to the Wizards. They played well. They pushed the tempo. They, a little hack a shack on Simmons there, like everyone's saying. It worked. It worked. They got a dub. And I don't know. I'm excited for Wells Fargo tomorrow.
Yeah. Personally, I believe they should just sit Joel. They're the AC. They barely fucking squeaked in. You guys have a fucking pretty good all-around squad anyways. Give it one more game. Don't force them back. If the Wizards for some reason fucking win tomorrow, then put the fucking emergency on Joel. But give him an extra day and just say, make sure you're fucking 110 for the next series we play. So
we need to keep Mike Scott the fuck off the court. He is terrible. Fucking terrible. Anyone else but him. I love him to death. Sick guy. Was great a couple years ago for us, but he is just terrible now. Yeah, useless.
They played him for 17 minutes too.
Yeah, he did fucking piss all, man. Wow. He's so bad.
17 minutes, fucking 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
He's just supposed to be a fucking stretch big, and no.
I think Philly definitely is going to close out the series. They're ahead at half. I think the only reason they really lost was Embiid going out. That's a big factor. And that's probably the MVP of the league right there going out. And when Tobias Harris plays better than the rest of the squad, I think it's not really the best sign. gotta have your big guns going too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
you
nice.
guys.
Our depth played well, at least. But
Oh yeah, no, exactly. But when the big guns come out, you guys are gonna take them down for sure. I don't think
hopefully,
chance.
don't want to see the first reverse sweep in NBA history against my team. That's for
But
sure.
you guys got this. You guys got this for sure.
Yeah, I think so
Says the
too.
Leafs fan.
Yeah, get the man.
Shots fired, baby.
Fucking guy, man. Like, let me get a step here.
Another sweep that couldn't close out since the last episode was the Brooklyn Nets against the Boston Celtics. I saw that being a sweep, and then Jason Tatum come out of nowhere and fucking put a 50-piece down and said, "Here's my cock, why don't you suck it?"
Yep.
And then, there's been absolutely no fucking defense in this series whatsoever. They're high scoring games. Like game two,
two offensive powerhouses just going at it, but
very much.
Brooklyn definitely has more of the firepower than Boston, unfortunately. Fuck. Kevin Durant, James Harden, fucking Kyrie Irving, like Jesus Christ. That's just...
Yeah, well, you saw last game, man, what the big three can do. Harden had 20-some points and I think 18 assists. KD dropped 40. And I think Kyrie dropped almost a 40-point double-double too. So you can see what they do, man, when they're all clicking, and it's scary.
It's dangerous.
Scary. You got fucking KD averaging like 35 this series already. The game, like, just fucked. Fucking. Yeah. Tatum's averaging over 32 though, man. That kid's gonna be a baller though. He's gonna be a baller.
Tatum's like that star moving into superstar transition.
Fucking right.
Like he's put up I believe in the play, and he did a 50-piece, and then just in game 3 he put up a 50-piece as well. Like
he's transitioning young too, man.
Brad Stevens and the Celtics organization and Danny Ainge need to figure out some depth for that team. Jaylen Brown's out. Is Marcus Smart out as well?
Nope. Maybe. I know Williams was out, and I think Kemba and Williams are both out tonight.
Yeah, which
if I'm not mistaken. Or was that last game? Honestly, that could have been last game. I think it was last game, actually. I don't know about tonight. I haven't taken a peek yet.
Mm-hmm. They have the pieces. It's just kind of the execution. And the Boston Celtics, like maybe it's because of the fucked up schedule, the league trying to do different shit on the fly this year. But you got to fucking be higher than the 7th seed, man. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Teams like the Atlanta Hawks and the Knicks, they have no business being 4th and 5th seeds in this conference.
Yeah.
And it'll lead right into our next topic with the Miami Heat. The Milwaukee Bucks pulled the fucking broom out on Jimmy and Bam, and I was expecting it to be more of a more intense series, but what do you guys think about the Milwaukee Bucks Miami series? Like that was a fucking clean sweep.
I predicted that one to go 7, actually.
Me too.
I don't even know, man, what happened. Fucking, you go from the fucking going championship last year to just getting swept. Milwaukee's a great team. Don't get me wrong, and Giannis is past MVP, but I don't know. Miami just didn't. Tyler Hero wasn't really clicking. Duncan Robinson with the threes, I don't know. Jimmy. They weren't playing the bully ball they were last year. I think that kind of cost them.
Yeah, I expected it at least to be like a taxing series on Milwaukee. I thought they were going to pull it out and it was going to be a long series, but man, like it wasn't even close.
No,
like it was just domination. I think we just saw how important Drew Holiday is to this Milwaukee Bucks team. I think he took them to the next level, and I think he could be the reason they take on the Nets and take them out too. And Heat moved Olynyk and some other bench pieces for Depot. He didn't play. Nobody really played. Honestly, nobody played good on Miami at all.
No, they didn't.
I think the defense of Milwaukee, they have a lot of great defenders and a lot of great role players. They shut it down, and they're the best team in transition in the NBA, and they just rolled downhill on them.
They have a very good system in Milwaukee, and it's gonna be dangerous when it comes to like the final four, the Eastern Conference, and then the final two, like I can see Milwaukee they have potential to take it all the way. It's just how they execute their system against these tough teams like the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers and then rounds to come.
But damn, 4 games, that was geez, I think Bryn Forbes had more points in the series than Jimmy Butler, man.
Yeah, Jimmy went rogue, but I
all those flops came back to haunt them. All those fake flops.
I don't really know what to say.
Literally, like that's
I just expected a lot more.
I think everyone expected them to win at least one game, or
At
maybe
least
at least 2. Like holy fuck.
I thought they'd make it a series, but because they in the regular season they had a really cold start. They were like sitting at fucking 10th and 11th, and then they just slowly creeped up. And like I was calling it the whole time. I'm like, don't sleep on the Miami Heat, man. Like they still got a fucking solid team. And they creeped up to the fucking 6th seed. Sucks they had to play the Bucks first round, but fuck, man, they completely disappeared.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll talk about the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks. I thought this was going to be more of a intense series as well, but fuck, I don't know if the fucking spitting on ice tray is starting to not look good for the Knicks, but whatever Knicks fan fucking spit on ice tray, it's not paying off well.
Yeah, that man's going 27.5 with 10 assists, like averaging a double-double. The guy's going off. And I don't think it matters who makes it out of that series, though, because they're both fucking going to lose and they're not going to the fucking finals. So. But, hey, man, he's silencing fucking Madison Square Garden, let me tell you that.
You're goddamn right. Game 3, ice tray, 21 points, 14 assists. Derrick Rose tried to counter it with 30 points, but fuck, man, like you need your piece to fucking do the work. Like Julius Randle needs to step up big time.
He's
like
dog shit.
Yeah.
Playing like shit. Most improved player. Fucking
That's honestly been one of the most exciting series, man. The beef back and forth. Did you see what? See Capella and them going at it today?
No. What were they doing?
Oh God, let me try and find this. Capella said something like, "Oh, we're ending this in we're ending this thing in Madison Square Garden or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And who was it? Let me look this up. Derrick
Capella's
Rose,
a fucking rebound god.
Yeah. Julius Randle goes, "Why would I give a fuck what Clint Capella has to say?" And then Derrick Rose, "I'm 32 years old and I haven't talked shit in my life, and I'm not about to start just because Clint Capella decided to say something." Ice Tray's been fucking nasty, man.
Yes. Game 4 put up 27 and 9 assists as well. They're getting good help from Collins with 22, and Gallinari had 20 that game too. Like when you have 3 players putting up 20 plus, that's hard to stop. You don't know where the fucking ball's going, and you don't know how it's getting in the net.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of defense in that can handle it. You know, Rose isn't a great defender. I think they maybe give a few more minutes to Frank, see if he can slow down Trey, but I don't know. That's the Knicks are still young, man. This is their first time in the playoffs in how long? So give him a bit of a break. But I expected them to win, man. I didn't think they'd be able to contain Julius, but he is the X factor of this series, and not in a good way.
Yeah,
he didn't play bad last game. He had 23, 10, and 7. I mean,
he puts up the numbers, man. But he's just
terrible. Yeah, he didn't have a terrible game by any means, but like, no, he's got to play dominant every playoffs. You got to play dominant every game. No games off.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats like half every time, and I'll be watching him. Like, he doesn't seem like he's doing much, but he'll still have like 10, 12 points, 6, 7 boards a half. But he's shooting like 3 for 9. Like,
you're that big in the paint. You're gonna get points. You're gonna get rebounds when you're that big too. Like,
But I didn't. I had money on the Knicks winning the series. Hopefully they can fucking turn it around, but it's not looking good. Atlanta leads 3-1. It's good to see the New York Knicks in the playoffs again. I mean, like, I'm not a Knicks fan by any means, but I enjoy watching like the Knicks being in the fucking playoffs, especially with like the media storm that comes with the New York Knicks being in the playoffs, especially with Stephen A fucking going off when he goes off, and Spike Lee. I like seeing Spike at the fucking games doing his thing, fucking with players. Like I like when the New York Knicks are in the playoffs. So it's good to see it. Hopefully,
Madison Square Garden's a buzz.
Yeah,
it is a fucking
he's
buzz.
always lit in the playoffs too, and you don't see it you haven't seen it very often, but man, it is dope to see.
I'm hoping all this time that they were fucking around with their draft picks and shipping Porzingis around, and everyone didn't have a fucking clue what Dolan and the management office was doing with the team. Hopefully they're starting to get some direction, and hopefully the New York Knicks are in the playoffs for a couple years to come.
And they're in New York, man. They're they're one of the biggest market teams. They're going to be able to bring in, they're finally in the playoffs again. They got a little bit of status. They got some good players. They're going to be able to bring in a couple good guys in free agency in the next couple of years, I think, too. Now people are going to, have a reason to go there. Yeah,
because like the reason why Kevin and Kyrie and James didn't go to fucking New York was because they thought it was a dumpster fire team, and they wanted to start fresh, start new with the Brooklyn Nets, and like. Brooklyn's huge in New York, but like MSG is the fucking mecca, and the New York Knicks are New York's team. Like there's no question about it. You can throw everybody, all the fucking stars on the Brooklyn Nets. New York Knicks will always be fucking New York's team. So I guess we'll lead right into the Western Conference. Utah Jazz against the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies got game one, and then the Utah Jazz fucking started their stuff. Donovan Mitchell, Spida came back in a big fucking way. They've won the last three, and I see them putting it away in game 5.
It's the Grizzlies have kept it interesting, man. Like they don't go away. Like even when they're down 10, 15, they just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing, keep it interesting, keep the game's high tempo. Jaws played outstanding, but I think there's just too much shooting in Utah, and they've got Big Ten protection there with Gobert, and I think it's just a little too much for the Grizzlies to handle right now.
Yeah, they're a young team, and like they still have years to figure out their shit. Jazz just have an overall unit. Game 3, Mitchell came back, put up 29. Conley came out of fucking nowhere, put up 27.
He dropped like 8 threes or something.
Yeah, just absolutely disgusting. Gobert did his thing with a solid 15 fucking points, 14 rebounds type shit.
7 blocks.
And then in game 4, Mitchell had a 30-piece, and then Jordan Clarkson comes up and he says, "Don't forget about me," and puts 24 up on the board. So, like, when you get that contribution from just low-key guys who play solid basketball, they're not stars by any means, but when you get guys putting up those numbers, solid players, like that's a solid unit, and they're a threat in the Western Conference.
You got some reliable guys that knock down shots. Ingles, Royce O'Neal. They'll hit a couple shots every game. They got some nice pieces there, but I still don't think they're a true contender yet. I think they're close, but I think they're just a little bit below where they need to be a true contender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really see them. I didn't see them making it past Golden State. I thought Steph was just going to go off on them. I mean, he still kind of did, but what are you going to do? I mean, I think just Memphis has a better team. Warriors kind of stuff. They have no depth anymore. And hey, the Memphis has kept it interesting against this team. I mean, first place, man. And I mean, Ja Morant, kids, I think they're in good hands with that kid. He's got that killer mentality, he's going off. But I think Utah has too much depth on their team. Like they got the 6th man of the year in Jordan Clarkson. He can just pop a 30-piece randomly too whenever he wants. Like guy can go off, and
and these haven't been blowout games by any means. Like game 2 won by 12, game 3 won by 10, and game 4 win by 7. Like these are close fucking games, and literally in like 7-point, 10-point games, it's neck and neck, like with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then one team just takes over. Like that's just basketball. Like one team just puts their fucking foot to the pedal. So that's just good basketball. And that's a good series.
All the games I've watched there, it's, the Grizzlies have pushed it towards the middle of the fourth quarter. They come back, they're within, 2, maybe 3 possessions. And then, the Jazz just lock it down and they just start hitting their threes. They take the most threes in the NBA, and they just run away with it at the end there. They just have more scoring, I think. More guys that can get a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I guess we'll talk about the elephant in the room, the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers came back and took the lead 109-95. Took the series lead 2-1, and then Anthony Davis. That's all I got to say. Anthony Davis and his usual fucking bullshit. We lose a 8-point game to the Suns. Series is tied. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Anthony Davis. It's his knee, it's his calf, it's his groin, it's his fucking elbow, it's his shoulder. Like, it's one thing after another with the guy. And like, you're coming to the fucking Lakers. Like, there's legacy here with fucking Jerry West and Wilt, and then you got fucking Kareem and Magic, Shaq and Kobe. Like, this franchise isn't to be fucking played with by any means. Now you got LeBron and AD. They have big shoes to fucking fill, and I feel bad for LeBron James because he's trying to fill them all by himself because Anthony Davis is leaving him out in the fucking cold with these bullshit fucking injuries.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Holy fuck.
Fucking Disney World Davis. Like,
yeah. I don't know what's going on with that guy, man. Fucking had him in my fantasy, and he was fucking injured all the goddamn time. Fucking. I mean, I think the Lakers are a better team than the Suns when it comes down to it. I think just the Lakers having all those injuries this season kind of kept them lower in the standings. But I mean, LeBron, he's the best player in the world, but he can't do it himself. I mean, the Phoenix Suns are a good team, but I think that they just need to bully the Suns, man. They're such a bigger team with Drummond and hopefully AD if he's not out, and LeBron, obviously. Like, they just need to take over.
Yeah, AD had a hell of a game too, though, man.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, I mean, last game he only put 6, 4, and 3 though, right?
Yeah, because he was injured. He went out with a groin injury.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so hopefully he's just not out. That's all I'm saying.
The first game,
doubtful tonight.
Yeah, he's doubtful tonight. The first game, he was cold as fucking ice, and I think he got the statement from the media, from the fans, and just from the coaching staff. He got his shit together for game 2. Game 3, I mean, it was a pull-off win, and then game 4 we lost him again. And we can't afford to lose. We can't afford to lose that kind of piece. We can't be come and go. No. Like, but 2 for 9 from the field in game 4. I don't care if you're fucking injured, bud. Like, we need to figure our shit out. We need to figure out how to utilize our rotation properly.
Yeah, playoffs, man. You got to dig deep. Fucking. Yeah. What about Schroeder? You think fucking Caruso should replace his minutes or what?
I don't think he can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. Personally, just to get us through the series and then reevaluate when the next series comes. I personally think the fucking Lakers have this series. They have what it takes to take the series. It'll be a disappointment if we fucking lose to the Suns, especially the Suns team. They don't have any playoff experience other than Chris Paul. I mean, like Chris Paul is known for being a goddamn choke artist in the playoffs anyways. So we got to get our shit together. LeBron needs to, I feel like LeBron tries way too much to fire up the rest of his team. It makes sense why he does it because it makes the rest of the team better and then pulls out fucking wins. But he needs to know when to put playoff Bron on or turn it on and drive to the basket. And especially in a soft ass fucking basketball generation like we're playing in now, where you blow on a guy the wrong way, no pause, and it's a fucking foul. Like, LeBron needs to utilize his weight, drive, get baskets. He's not a great free throw shooter, but if you can get extra fucking buckets, he's good at the and one as well. Like, just fucking drive and make shit happen. Especially with AD out, you need to be the one to make shit happen. Fucking gravitate the double team to yourself and then dish out. Like, don't just fucking dish out until you get 4 or 5 turnovers and then decide to fucking take the game into your own hands. Like, we don't have time for this shit.
Yeah, that man puts his head down and drives the basket. There's not a player on the Phoenix Suns stopping him either.
Yeah.
No, I mean, KCP's back for game 5. That's big. He was out 4. But I think what we're seeing here is the Lakers are just missing, I think, one more shot creator, one more Alec Burks, one more Shake Milton, one guy that can just go out and get a bucket on his own, They've got a lot of great guys who can spot up and shoot. Some pretty damn good perimeter defenders in Caruso and KCP, some good rim protectors. But I don't know. I think you're just seeing they're missing that one more offensive weapon, I think. And when AD went out there, I saw a couple rotations where both Schroeder and Braun were off the floor, and it was fucking miserable. There was nothing happening in the half court set. It was disgusting. And I think you guys are right, man. LeBron, no AD. If there is for sure no AD tonight, he just needs to put his head down and he just needs to just attack, because he's LeBron fucking James, man. Who's stopping him? And a guy of that stature, he's gonna get calls his way, even if they, they're 50-50, they're gonna go his way because he is LeBron James. He's one of the, he's a reputable guy. He just needs to take over tonight.
Yeah, he does. He needs a 40-piece tonight for sure. Denver Nuggets, Portland Trailblazers. This has been fucking neck and neck series. One of those neck and neck series as well. I mean, Trailblazers took game one. Nuggets started looking like they were picking up some steam, picked up the next two games after that. And then the Trailblazers stomped them out by 20 in game four. I mean, Norman Powell, question mark. He comes out of fucking nowhere and puts up 29 in the playoffs. Dame had 10 assists. Where the fuck did that come from in game four?
Playoff Powell.
I don't know. There's just no fucking defense on either team, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real. They're just guys getting buckets, and it's just whoever's shooting better that night's winning, it seems like, from what I've watched. There's some decent defenders there, but there's just no one that can lock down any of the studs on either team.
No one's knocking down Joker. No one's knocking down fucking Dame when it's fucking Dame there.
And it's very weird seeing series like the Denver Nuggets, Portland series, and the Brooklyn series, and then comparing it to like the Lakers Sun series, where none of them have broken 110 yet. Like they've all been 100-point games basically.
Yeah, and those are the teams you got to worry about, man. The defensive teams come playoff time.
Yeah,
it just shows the difference there, between just offensive and defensive. Much better defensively.
But yeah, I mean, not really much to say. Like, I'm not huge on the Nuggets. I'm not huge on the Trailblazers either. Like, Dame Dolla, whoop-de-doo. But like, he makes big fucking shots, but when is it paid off in the playoffs? Like, they don't have enough to take it to the next level. Like, no. I think Dame knows that as well. He's comfortable with his position as being the fucking man in Portland. He's got his bag. Jokic is in the MVP candidacy. The Nuggets have picked up key pieces at the trade deadline, which will push them to the second round, I believe. Like, I don't see Portland taking this from the Nuggets. I can see it being a 7-game series, but I just see the Nuggets squeaking this out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think either. Sorry, I was just gonna say I don't think either team has a chance in the second round either.
No.
Yeah, no. But I think the Nuggets they should take it. Even I think it is going to go 7, but I think the Nuggets should take it. Yeah, just hasn't. I think Dame's just too loyal. He's not going to go anywhere, man. Like you said, he's happy where he is. He's come to terms with it. I don't think he knows he's going to win a champion, or I think he knows he's not going to win a championship where he is. But he's just a loyal guy. What can you do?
Yeah. And last but not least, that brings up the Clippers and the Mavericks. Big surprise. The Mavericks picked up the first two. Shocked everybody. Luka Doncic doing his fucking thing. And then the Clippers bit off the last two games to even the series. Any news on Luka's neck strain?
Like he said, it's been getting better by the day.
He
said it's just one of those things. It's,
just tweaked it.
Yeah, and it's just, only thing going to make it better is just, a couple of days off. But they were miserable game 4.
Absolutely. You can see that by the 81 points they put up.
I turned it off.
90s score.
Yeah, halfway through the fourth quarter, and I think they're like 67 points or something. I just turned it off. I'm like, I'm not watching this. Luka's not playing well. Nobody was hitting shots, man. It was just, and I think that's why the Clippers, because they're another one of those teams, right? They can just shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
When they get their shit together. And Paul George and Kawhi have been outstanding. I think Paul George is averaging like 28 and 8, and Kawhi's averaging like 33 points, and I think he's shooting like 67%.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no answer for them on the defensive side of the ball. And KP is fucking dog shit. Porzingis is man, he's getting out rebounded by like Jalen Brunson, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Like, he's 7 feet tall.
Yeah, Luke is averaging the most points, the most rebounds, and the most assists in
Yeah.
the playoffs for that team, and that it shouldn't be like that with Porzingis. I mean, he should be leading the
No.
rebounds at least.
He should be at least getting 7-8 boards a game. And I think he's averaging
At
like
least.
3. He's averaging
At
like 3. He's not shooting the ball well. Fuck, I don't know. Something's wrong with him this series, it seems like.
If Luke is not on, man, that team's not on. If
Yep.
Luke has to be on fire, if they're gonna pull it, this series win. But
Yep.
Kawhi's on. I mean, him and Kawhi are both averaging 33 right now. Like,
Mhm.
a game. Like, they're both fucking on fire. But
Yeah.
the Clippers should pull it out.
Yeah.
But-
The first 3 games were super exciting. Game 4 was I
Yeah,
could care
Dog
less,
shit.
but
Yeah.
it's nice to have at least, one of the very few close series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's good to have close series. Like the Nets Celtics, it's fucking sad seeing what Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie are doing to Tatum, man. Like, it's just not fair.
Yeah.
But they got to make a fucking statement. I don't really blame them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I see the Clippers taking this.
Same.
Mavericks still.
Good
Luka's
chance.
the center of the young core, and they still got to figure out their pieces and everything like that. And sorry, like, you're not stopping the Clippers' depth for one. And game 3, Kawhi putting up 36, and then Paul George putting up 29. Like, that is very hard to stop when you have a 1-2 combo like that. And Kawhi again with 29 points and 10 boards in game 4. Like,
Yeah. Those are 2
And
guys
then,
probably
man,
all
Rondo-
NBA teams.
Rondo's underrated, I think, man. If that guy's clicking,
they have 3 solid point guards that they can plug
Yeah.
in for different shit. Rondo can be the field general. Reggie
Yeah.
Jackson can be the scoring point guard, and Patrick Beverly can be a shutdown defender.
I was gonna
AKA
say,
just-
you want defense, you go to Pat Bev trick.
yeah, AKA just chase everybody around and act like a fucking lunatic, which is what Pat Bev does.
And
Yeah.
that just puts you at fucking 95 defensive rating.
Yeah. And then Kawhi and Paul George are no slouches, but every time I've watched, man, it seems like neither of them are on Luka. I don't know why, but
Kawhi should be on Luka. If
should,
personally,
fucking both of them should be doubling him. Who gives a
Yeah,
shit about the
or-
rest of
or
the
that,
goddamn
yeah,
Mavericks?
Like, that's the fucking heart and soul of that fucking team.
Yeah.
If he's off, that team's
Make
off.
someone else beat you.
That's what you got to worry about, man.
That would be
Yeah.
absolute suffocation if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were on him. That would be suffocation.
That's almost what needs to happen, because if that guy's off, the team's off. Man, if he's hot, he can fucking steal that fucking series for them straight up.
Yeah, I think Ty Lue said there the first game or 2 they were purposely not doubling Luka, and they were just trying to make just him literally have to do absolutely everything to beat them, and
Mhm.
that worked for Dallas. And then they went back to Dallas game 3 and 4, and they switched it up, and here we are.
Here we are. Today is Tuesday. This video is coming out on Wednesday, but so we'll give our predictions and everything for all the game 5s coming up in the next couple days. Lakers and Suns game 5. What does everyone think is happening? It's in Phoenix.
I'm taking the Lakes.
Yeah. I think LeBron's going to be
Especially
LeBron tonight.
if AD's in. Yeah, especially if AD's back too. If he's not going to be sitting out, I think the Lakes are taking it.
Even though I believe, I think Anthony Davis will sit out this game, but I still see the Lakers taking the Suns. I think LeBron's going to go psycho mode tonight. He's definitely playing some of that fucking Jay-Z the Black album in the Maybach on the way to the fucking Staples
the
Center.
grin.
Or
the
actually in
grin.
Phoenix, sorry.
The LeBron grin.
Yeah, I think he's going demon mode tonight. Celtics. Sicko mode, baby. Celtics at Nets game 5. Does Brooklyn close it out here? Or? Yeah. I think the general consensus, everyone agrees with that. Trailblazers at Nuggets game 5 tonight. I believe that'll probably be a 10 or 10:30 game.
I think they're 9.
9 o'clock.
I think they're early.
9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not bad then.
9 o'clock.
Oh, man. I
Could go
think
either
Portland,
way.
man. I think Portland.
Yeah, it's going either way, man.
They got a little momentum right now. That was a big win they had.
It's just been a back and forth series too. It's not really
Mhm.
like anyone got a home advantage right now. So
Yeah.
could go either way. Yeah.
I'll be devil's advocate. I'll take the Denver Nuggets on that one. I think
they're
Denver
the
starts.
favorites.
Yeah, I think Denver starts to step away from the Trailblazers.
Denver
Starting
definitely
fucking
win, yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
You don't want to go down 3-2 to the Trailblazers because you never want to let Dame Dollar get that last shot because we know what fucking happens.
You never know. He might be waving goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Wednesday's games, aka tonight's games. What do you guys think? Wizards at 76ers game 5. I'm calling the closeout game on that.
I think we're taking it. I think we're finishing it at Wells Fargo. Embiid, they just updated him an hour ago to doubtful.
Oof.
I still think we can take that, man.
Yeah.
Simmons, he's going to be playing more than 30 minutes tonight, or I guess tonight. He's going up on Wednesday. As long as he's not in foul trouble again. I think we can close it out in Wells Fargo. We're a great team at home.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do it too. I mean, Westbrook. I mean, as good as he has always been kind of Westbrook in the playoffs. So
I think he was like 3 for 19 and still had a 20-point triple double.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
He only puts up points off volume.
Stats. Yeah, he loves his stats, but
Tell you, Simmons better have shot about 10,000 free throws the last couple of days though in the fucking gym.
And Hawks Knicks in MSG game 5. Gonna be fucking intense. I'm going to go on a limb and say the Knicks are gonna crawl back into the series with this one. I gotta have faith.
I think Ice Trey's doing it, man. I think he's taking them out.
I don't blame you on the take either.
I think Ice Trey's taking them out. That game's gonna be fucking wild, man.
it's gonna be wild.
I'm probably tuning in for that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think,
if it's a close game, it's gonna be sick.
I think the Knicks are gonna win, but I think after the Knicks win this game, then it's gonna get a little chilly.
It's gonna get chilly in Atlanta.
It's gonna get chilly the game after. So
Chilly in the ATL.
Goes back to zone 6, man. The Knicks aren't coming out of that alive.
Fuck, I hope Gucci Mane does the national anthem at that one.
Migos, bro. Get the fucking Migos out there.
Get the Migos out. Grizzlies at Jazz game 5. I see the closeout. I don't really see John Morant spazzing. Like he would have to go for 50 or 60 for that to make any difference.
I think it's going to be another game, ended, close 2-3 possessions. But I think, the Jazz, they're just going to overwhelm them.
Yeah, the Jazz just need to take the series and get it over with right now. Fuck their first place team in the fucking NBA. So they need to act like it tonight.
Yep.
Or tomorrow, whatever it is.
And Mavericks at Clippers game 5. I'm taking the Clips on this. I think Luka's neck's going to be a little sore still.
Yeah, the way the guys are playing in LA, man. I think it's the Clippers. I think they figured it out, and I think they're gonna take this game here for sure.
Yeah,
I think they figured that it's fucking Luka's fucking cold and the fucking whole team's fucking shut down for good. So
time to go for the kill now.
Even if he is fucking comes out fucking hot swinging, I'd say you put the fucking Kawhi
Play hard on him.
Yeah, just fucking double team him. Fucking just put Kawhi or PG right on him. Fuck it.
Yep. Yeah.
Any parting thoughts before we go, boys?
But, what's that, sorry?
I said any parting thoughts before we go? Anybody want to fucking get anything off their chest about these playoffs?
I'm sure once we finish this,
I'm a Raps fan. Go Raptors, go. We're not in the playoffs, so
who are you rooting for? Who do you want to win?
I mean, I was rooting for Steph because he's my favorite player and he's out too. So now, honestly, I don't really care. I'll go with Braun.
Thanks, bud.
Fair enough.
I like Braun too. I'm not one of those guys that if I love Steph, I hate Braun. I like both players. So Steph's just my favorite player.
Game recognized game.
Goddamn right.
Micaiah, you got anything to say, bud, before we get it the fuck out of here?
I don't think so, man. I think we covered all the bases, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna let the Lakes do the talking, and Micaiah, you can let the Sixers do the talking for you.
They better be.
This is episode 5 of Zoomin with the Boys. Monday's episode, I kind of made a mistake. It's going to say episode 5, but it's actually episode 6. It's going to be the May recap of the MLB. Everything that went down in the month of May in the MLB. We're going to be talking about that. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we're going to be coming back. hopefully some series are going to be more series are going to be done by that time. We're going to have some more shit to talk about. I know that we will, especially with the the Western Conference being as tight as it is. I mean, fucking 3 series are tied right now. There's still going to be some series left over, but we're going to see some closeout games right now, especially with Brooklyn, 76ers, and Jazz, some of the top seeds.
Hopefully.
Basically one game away from reaching the second round. But this is another episode of Zoom with the Boys. It is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and here on YouTube. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the support that I get on Instagram and Twitter as well. Thank you, Micaiah, for coming on. Thank you, Jordan, for coming on as well. And I will see you all on Friday for the No Cap Recap Week 4, I believe. Adios.